Hello everyone, it's me, McMiner, and welcome back to another episode of the My Creation Showcases series here on Minecraft. This is episode 57 in the series, I believe. And in today's video, we are hopping back onto my recreation of Stampy's Lovely World. This is going to be part 2 of the series now, because I finally made it to episode 100. Now the reason I finally made it to episode 100 now is because I found the motivation to get to episode 100 after doing bingo there, due to the fact that I wanted to have a Minecraft video for this year's daily December uploads. Might need to turn my render distance down significantly to avoid lag there. Maybe try that as well. And yeah, hopefully hopefully I won't have too many issues in regards to lag type issues. So yeah, I seem to be doing fine just now after turning that render distance down significantly. But I'll turn it up to show you what has been done up to episode 100 of Captain Rex Plays in the LEGO Links series. So yeah, if we head over to the emergency igloo area and we head on over to the lighthouse, if we come up here, we can, because yeah, none of the main town has been made, because the Stampy's Hot Buns is the first thing of the main town to be made, and that was episode 109. But if I turn the render distance up, I can show you guys what has been done so far. Just give it a second to load. And yeah, as you can see, a significant amount of stuff has been done up to episode 100. We are going to be going through it all in order, because as you guys probably know, I built up to bingo in part 1. I built up to the walls of bingo in part 1. And I decided to take a break, because I was originally going to do it for every 100 episodes, but I decided to make it every 50 to make the series longer. So yeah, we are just going to let all of this load up significantly. And so yeah, we can continue where we left off from part 1 now that that is all done. So yeah, oh my gosh, why with the lag? So yeah, we can continue where we left off from part 1. We're still in the house and backtown area for this one. We need to give it a second to actually load. And apologies if it's lagging on the video as well, because it's definitely lagging in the game for me. And yeah, because episodes 49 to 51 were of Harriet's Hill right here. In fact, I have the whole playlist right here that's by Captain Rex in the LEGO link, so I can go in order based on what has been made. So what has been made first, afterwards it was Town Terrain Pats. Then we had the luxury barn down over here, right here. And yeah, again, apologies for lag. That's because I'm playing on a new PC. If you couldn't tell from the resolution of the video, I'm playing on a new PC. It's kind of worse. It's kind of worse than my other PC, but that's because my PC started to stop working, my other one, and so I got this one from my grandmother, which this is one she's been using for a while. And because of that, forgive me if there is any lag issues or anything like that. So yeah, this is the luxury barn. That is all of that. And then the next 4 parts, episodes 54, 55, 56, and 57, was the farm factory here, right here. So we can head on inside and show you what it looks like in here. And yeah, unlike my other Stampy's Lovely World recreation, I am deciding to do all of the redstone for all of the stuff, due to the fact that the series has officially ended. So yeah, We have all of this and all of that. And yeah, that is the farm factory. Not going to go too much into detail with that. Then after that, it was 2 more parts of town terrain and paths. And then after that was the rocket, which was the tallest build at the time that the tutorial came out, until Lovely Ink over there came into play. So yeah, we can go into the rocket, show you guys the inside of that real quick. And again, I'm not worrying too much about chest containments at the moment, but I might look into that at another day, like at another time. We have the first bottom floor right here. Now this is just a quick walkthrough because I don't want to make this video too long. And because I'm recording this video on the 18th, and you're probably going to get this video on the 19th. And I know for a fact this video is not going to be on the 20th, because that is going to be when I upload my videos on the random and chance gauntlets, if the results video doesn't get delayed by a week, like with the space gauntlet results. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, we can move upstairs, starting with this room. And yeah, we can see the igloo area. Apologies for the low render distance, but like I said, it's because of lag. I have no idea why it's lagging, because when I'm not recording, it actually does perfectly fine at 15, 16 chunks. So yeah, and then we can move up here. This is just an empty room. And yeah, that is the rocket. And then after the rocket, I believe, was the hot air balloon. Yep, and then after that is the boat shop. So yeah, now we can move on to the hot air balloon, as it's nothing too special. It's just the hot air balloon. There's nothing inside of the actual balloon part. We got the actual carriage here. I really like the addition of the furnace to indicate the heat for the air balloon. And after that, oh, oops. Okay. Excuse me. Then we have the boat shop right here, which, as you can see, it is looking as lovely as ever. I wonder why Stampy chose this design for the boat shop. I know it's supposed to look like a car dealership. I know that much. I wonder why he chose glass for like all of that. And then we have this little boat area right here, to do a test row. And yeah, that is that. And then we can move on to the next thing, which was, and then yeah, after the boat was one more town terrain and paths video, and then after that was the airport. That took 4 parts to make, so it was episodes 65, 66, 67, and 68. So yeah, we can come on in here. So yeah, we have all of this. We have the 2 little guests, and we have all of this. And we can come in. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Then we have all of this. Then we have this little side shop over here, like this little gift shop over here. And then we can move on. And then we can move on to the actual airplane. We can move on to the actual airplane now. Now I remember there was a helicopter here, but that crashed on Hit the Target's island, if I remember correctly, in the episode I Lost, which is which I really like how that feels like I Lost and Hero Helpers, I think was the name of the next episode after that. It was basically a 2-parter episode, considering I Lost ended with Stampy getting captured by Hit the Target. Anyways, we can move on to the airplane right here. The airplane is looking lovely as ever. And if we come out over here, and then we have the cool runway, which goes a lot farther than when it was originally built. Then we have this bathroom right here. And I love how that's supposed to represent an actual toilet. Like when you flush a toilet, the airplanes, the toilet stuff. I'm not gonna say anything more. Like, it's supposed to fall out of the plane. I don't know why they would do that, but it is what it is. Like for airplanes. And then anyways, yeah, we have this super long runway that runs pretty much all the way over here. Then we can move on over to Bingo, which was episodes 69 and 70. Like I said, this was at the point where I finished, this was what I was currently on when I recorded part 1. It was just the outside walls I made, and I think I just heard a cave ambience sound, but yeah. In my original Stampy's Lovely World recreation, I didn't do the redstone because I really wanted to catch up in regards to the tutorial series by Captain Rex Plays and the Lego Link. But this time, if I go into spectator mode, because the series has ended, I am in no such rush to actually finish the redstone, to actually catch up, because the series is over now, and I can take as long as I need. And I can take as long as I need. Oh, that's not a cave ambient sound. That's a minecart sound. But yeah, I can take as long as I need in order to get everything done. And yeah, that is Bingo. Then we can move. Then next up was another Town Terrain and Paths video. And after that was... Oh, my lag. My gosh. After that was the museum, which I really like how Stampy made the museum, like, around his first home. Like, it was, like, back before the museum was made, it was just the Stampy's first house, like Stampy's house, like it was just Stampy's first house over here. So I like how he built the entire thing around it so that he didn't have to move it. So, and I find that really cool. And we have all of this. We have a bunch of art. We have a bunch of cool artifacts from Stampy's Lovely World. Then we have all of this stuff up here. And then there will be a map of Stampy's Lovely World by the time I reach the final episode. And then we have all of this right here. And yeah, we have all of that. Oh, the lovely jubbly love petals. I kind of forgot about that, to be honest with you. And then, yeah, that is the museum, which took up the next 3 parts, which was 72, 73, and 74. Then the next 3 parts after that, 75, 76, and 77, if I remember correctly. Actually, no, not if I remember correctly, because I have the playlist right here. It was Lovely Ink, which is the tallest build at the moment. This part was recorded. I mean, again, like, by the time you reach part 100, Lovely Ink is still the tallest build. And then by the time part 3 comes out, the tallest build will be Shiny Sword. And then by the time part 4 comes out, the tallest build will be the Clock Tower. So that will be a really interesting thing to include for... So yeah, if I go over to the balcony, it'll be really cool. But if I, like, coming out here and you could see the Shiny Sword and Clock Tower. Like I said, part 3, you'll be able to see the Shiny Sword from here. And then part 4, you'll be able to see the Clock Tower. So yeah, I'm just going to do... So, oh my gosh, stupid lag. So yeah, I'm just going to do a quick little fly up of the entire place. So yeah, I'm going to be doing it on this side so that way... Actually, no, I will do it like this so you can see all the different rooms. And like I said, I want this video to be quick so that way I can actually get the video together for you guys to watch tomorrow. Because like I said, I'm recording it on the 18th and I'm most likely going to be uploading this video on the 19th. Like, publicizing the video on the 19th. So, yeah. There's that room. This room. This room. This room. This room. This room. This room. And this room. And now, hopefully lag doesn't ruin the drop down, because I think that would be really cool if... hopefully it doesn't ruin it. Okay, it just about didn't ruin it. Like, it kind of ruined it, but not really. But yeah, that is Lovely Ink, which, like I said, is the tallest build at the moment until part 3 comes out. And then we can move on to the Fortune Fountain, which was the next 2 parts right here. And yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about, like, showing you, like, every single mechanic. Because, like I said, I want this video to be quick. So, yeah. This is what the inside of the Fortune Fountain looks like. And then we can move on to a post-console edition build, which is the Joe's Arcade. And I can tell it's post-console edition and it's Bedrock edition because it uses a crimson sign and a crimson door, which is really cool. And yeah, if we come in here, this is what it looks like. I mean, you probably already know what Stampy's stuff looks like if you watched his videos, which chances are if you're watching this video, you have. But I'm saying that just in case. But yeah, that is what the inside of Joe's Arcade looks like. And then, yeah, if we go up. But yeah, I find it really funny whenever Stampy puts two shorter size buildings next to a really tall one. Like Leveling Ink and then Fortune Fountain. And then Shiny Sword is in between the, I forgot what the dojo was called. And then the Jungle Gym. And then the Clock Tower is next to the IC shop, which is a very small build. So I always find it really funny whenever he did that. Like put a really small build next to a really tall one. So yeah. Anyways, the next three parts after Joe's Arcade would be the next three parts. The next three parts after Joe's Arcade would be on the Home Dome. So we can come around. I'm only gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be doing a quick little walk around. And so you can see everything. And then yeah, I noticed when I did the original Lovely World recreation and I was building Home Dome, I realized that all of the center parts are kitchens and all of the corner parts are bathrooms, which is really cool, which is a really cool detail. And yeah, that is, aside from the house up here, which I know this is not in the actual world, but I put a ladder here so that way the house up here can be easily accessible. And yeah, we can come up here to the Love Garden Sheep House. And yeah, looking as nice as ever. And yeah, that is the Home Dome. The next two parts after that, episodes 85 and 86, are of the Build-A-Bot here, which is kind of smaller compared to Home Dome, the actual build. But I still love the tallness of it, considering it's supposed to be building a robot. Like this is supposed to be the body of the robot, and these are supposed to be tread wheels, and then the head is supposed to look like the head is supposed to be put on. So yeah, let me turn the music down a little bit. Oh wait, no, that's video settings. I want music and sounds. There we go. Then okay, now we can move on to the inside of Build-A-Bot. Not too much in here, to say the least, but still a nice build regardless. And because there's lanterns and stuff, this is another post-console world. Like, this is another post-console thing like that he built. Like, I remember the very last thing that Stampy built in his lovely world before he took a very long break and transferred over to Bedrock was the Go Throw minigame in the Funland. So yeah, that is that, and we can move on to the next thing, which has been pre-built. Oh my gosh, can the lag stop, please? Thank you. Oh, dang it, stupid lag. But yeah, the next thing, it was pre-built in this final update, Easy Start. It's the updated mob trap terrain right here. This was episodes 87, 88, 89, and 90. So yeah, nothing too much to show over here, considering this is already pre-built. And that is the new that is the new place where the mob loot gets stored. And then anyways, episode 91 is Doddle's house right here. And there's Doddle right there. Hopefully you saw that, but I did rename the axolotl. I used a name tag for the axolotl to rename it Doddle. I don't know if you noticed in part 1 either, that I also renamed Hilda and Henry. Like, I also gave Hilda and Henry the name tags as well, the corresponding name tags. Anyways, episode 92 is unnecessary, so I skipped that. Then we have episode 93, which is of the UFO right here. And I actually put up a ladder right here, like with barriers. I don't know if you noticed that in part 1, but I put a ladder right here, considering the water trail is no longer there due to the clubhouse wing extension. But yeah, this is the UFO. Nothing too much to show in here. And yeah, that is that. And then we can move on to the next thing, which was episodes 94 and 95, which was the SS Stumpy. which fun fact, I actually built the submarine before the SS Stumpy, because I built the submarine like it was all in one day that I did part 2 of Joe's Arcade, Home Dome, Build-A-Bot, and then the submarine, and oh yeah, Doll's House and the UFO as well as the submarine. I chose the submarine because that tutorial was only 10 minutes long. It wasn't even 10 minutes long. So yeah, we can move on to the SS Stumpy here. As you can see, we can wait. Actually, if I come over, oh my freaking lag! If we come on over here, we can get a good view of it from the balcony, and yeah, I am really looking forward to getting a bunch of this main town done. Because episode 150 will be once I finish Snack on Track, and episode 200 is part 1 of the movie studio back there. So the town will almost be done. Like, that front portion of the town will almost be done by the time part 4 comes out. Excuse me. So yeah, if we come down here, we can take a look at the inside of SS Stumpy. And the video is already over 20 minutes long. I'm trying to be quick so that way I don't have to make it even longer. And yeah, it's pretty much the same thing on either side, so I'm not going to show you both sides. So yeah, same thing on the other side for this. And yeah, we can move on up here. We can move on to the top part of the SS Stumpy first. But yeah, this will be a really nice view of the main town when I get a bunch of that stuff done. And then yeah, now we can move on to the submarine, which it isn't really too special. Like there isn't, well, it's not that it's not special, there just isn't that much to show in the submarine. We got this right here, like this front room, and then we got this back room right here. So yeah, that is the submarine. That was episode 96. Yes, episode 97, 98, and 99 was all of this windmill terrain. And now we can finally move on to what was episode 100, which was this bad boy, Hit the Target's Tree. I just finished this today. So yeah, like I finished the SS Stumpy and the Hit the Target's Tree at the time I'm recording this video. So that way I could get the video done and get it ready for you guys for whenever I publicize it, which, like I said, most likely the 19th. I'm not sure. So yeah, as we can see, we can easily come up here. This would make for a great hiding spot too. This tree would make for a great hiding spot when it comes to like hide and seek in this world. Oh my gosh. And I was imagining like this would be the largest find the button level ever when it came to if it came to like a find the button map. But yeah, and that is what episode 100 was. Episode 101 is going to be of the windmill right here. I was going to include it in this episode, but I decided not to make things a little bit more even. So yeah, I think that is going to do it for this episode of My Creation Showcases / this episode of the Stampy's Lovely World recreation. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, oh, hold on. Let me actually up the render distance a little bit so that way you can actually see some of it in the background. That is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing and ringing the bell for updates on new videos. And because this is a part of my daily December uploads, I will upload it on the 19th. And because this is part of my daily December uploads, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video, which is most likely going to be on the random and chance gauntlets. Well, that's going to be 2 videos. So yeah, I'll see you all in tomorrow's videos, because that's going to be of the random and chance gauntlets. See you guys!